Rashford? Where the Rashford? Where the Rashford haters at? You were in your mum's basement. Mum's basement. Mum's basement. You were in your mum's basement. Sucking on her titties. Come on! Fucking yes, mate! Mentality, mentality, mentality. What a comeback. What a performance against the best team in England over the last 3 or 4 years. Coming from behind, winning the game. Rashford impeccable. Mason Greenwood amazing. Cavani brilliant. A few defensive mishaps, but overall, excellent performance. This is the FA Cup. This is Manchester United versus Liverpool to come out on top and for Bruno Fernandes to step up with the clutch moment to silence the critics again. Again. Ndombele, baby. Ndombele. Really. Bruno Fernandes, you legend. Marcus Rashford, man of the match today. Luke Shaw, you recovered from your terrible mistake for that opening goal. Liverpool were at it as well today, by the way. Liverpool were at it. They played very, very well. Let's not get it twisted. Pogba dominated another midfield battle in a big game. Let today be testament. Let today be a place. You know, when you search a word on the internet, you go, define X, Y, and Z word for me. Define Paul Pogba. Today's performance. Dominant, strong, classy, brilliant. This is Manchester United. This is Ole Ball. This is my club. I love Manchester United so much. And games like today, the FA Cup, the beauty, the romance, the passion. I'm a passion merchant and I don't care. I'm gassed. I'm over the moon. Smash the like button. We're going to win the league as well. We're going to win the league as well. I'm on it now. Come on. Mentality, baby. Mentality. Yes. Yes. Come on. Come on. Over the fucking moon with that for every which way and reason. Every reason. Going behind. Coming back. Equalizers. Coming back. Rashford. Greenwood. Pogba. Shaw. Ole. Bruno! My club! Yes! Yes! Sick and tired of everyone doubting us. I used to doubt us. I got dragged into that. This is my football club. I love it. I'm getting the panel on. Get your super chats in. Smash the like button. Buy your ball wipes from Manscaped, our sponsors. And let's do this. Let's see what people have got to say. I'm so gassed. I'm so happy. Let's do this, people! I'm happy.
We can tell, man. We can tell.
I'm finished. Wow. I'm finished.
I'm happy. You know what? I love my football club with barring my children and my family. Man United means everything to me. And just that, the FA Cup's the epitome. I love it. It brings back my childhood around football is surrounded by this tournament. And today's game was just beautiful in every single which way. I'm going to hand over to KJ. I want your thoughts, mate, because I can't talk anymore.
Yeah. All right, listen, today, I'm so happy with today's performance. You know why? Because we deserve to win. Every time we went forward, we looked like we was threatening, looked like we were going to do something. Mason Greenwood, this kid. I love this kid, man. People have been doubting him. People saying he's finished. People saying, he's overrated. It was just a one-season wonder. Blah, blah, blah. They're all chatting bare crap, fam. This kid, what he's going through this season is mad. Everything that's happened from the start of the season in the summer till now has been a craziness. But you know what, yeah? Today, he showed that it's quality. Weaker foot, people. Weaker foot, yeah? Mason Greenwood coming in. Marcus Rashford, yeah? Can people stop it? Stop chatting on this guy's name, fam. He is what he is. He is a match winner. He is a player that can take us forward. Stop this, but his decision-making and listen. He will give us the moments we need to go forward, fam. And that's all you need to care about. Marcus Rashford, yeah, beautiful. PP, I've already spoken Liverpool about him already. You already know what it is with Paul Pogba, fam. Running the thing and that, you know what I'm saying? Everyone shut up. Bruno Fernandes, yeah, big game. He goes missing, yeah. Man comes on for how many minutes? Gets a goal, runs the thing. All right, cool, isn't it? Now listen, today was been beautiful, yeah. Today was beautiful. And that Williams kid, that Williams kid getting that Trent Alexander-Arnold treatment on their debuts, fam. You don't bring the youth them to Old Trafford and expect them to play well because they're just going to get finished, fam. It is what it is. Like I hope Reece Williams recovers from this game, fam, because my man was peak for him. You know what I'm saying? He can learn a lot from this game. But yo, very good game today. All these Liverpool fans crying, saying cheating that. All right, listen, learn how to play the game of football, yeah, and then come chat about being a cheat, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm happy, man. Absolutely happy.
I hear you. I'm going to go to bits and bobs next on here, bro. I mean, it was a great performance front to back. Do you know what I loved about it? There was mistakes tonight. We did some things wrong, but the way we came back, you're on mute, by the way, the way Man United came back, the way we fought, this was like classic Man United, wasn't it?
Listen, comeback kings, give us any title you want. Never say die. You score, we score. Pound for pound, we're going to score more than you. Simple as that. Listen, the PET has just sacked the fucking league champion winner. Whatever you want to call him. Clock the flop, whatever. Cookie Crumble FC. We keep going. Listen, Man United today made a complete statement, yeah? You're not coming to our turf to crack any joke at all. You score, we score. Simple as that. Listen, I'm happy right now. Paul Pogba, shut your mouth. Marcus Rashford, shut your mouth. Okay, Bruno thought, oi, Ole, let me join the party. Let me put my 2 cents in. Let me get Bruno said, say no more. Listen, Cavani, you see the difference when you have a centre forward? Listen, that's an assist. That free kick he won is an assist. See the way he drew him out? See the way he drew him out? Fabinho, oi, Twinkle Toes, get back to fucking Scouserland, yeah? Listen, oi, 3-2, Come on.
I'm loving this. We've got a super chat here that I've got to read out. Amazing donation from Red United. Thank you, my brother. I would love you, Red United, to rate the players tonight for me. He says, want to say right now, Liverpool, you just got ball whacked. Terry, I effing love the passion. Everyone can see that these players are playing for every single blood, all the blood of United. We still have things to do. But when last did you feel this happy about football? I haven't felt this happy since 2013, and I'm over the moon. And do you know what's interesting, bro? I'm going to leave your super chat up because it's such a massive super chat. Thank you. I was in the build-up to this game. Who's seen the interview of Bruno Fernandes where he's talking about his happiest moment at Man United so far was seeing his fellow players unhappy at drawing at Leicester. And what I surmised from that, reading through the lines, is that in the early stages of Bruno, we've drawn games and maybe gone, we've got to draw. Mentality is shifting at Manchester United where drawing games is no longer good enough. And that's what was going wrong. So listen, Red United, thank you for that amazing donation to the Football Terrace. And you're absolutely right. Something is brewing at this football club. I can feel it in my bones. And if that makes me a passion merchant, call me. I'll get it tattooed on my chest if we win the league. Passion merchant, bruv. Watch 100%. Because without passion, football and sport and life is dead, bruv. Simple as that. Man like Alfie here. Alfie, you've been a renaissance man on the Football Terrace. Give me your thoughts about that performance, bro.
Listen, let me turn into Sith mode.
Oh, here we go.
Listen. What did I tell you last time you saw me with my hoodie up? All of you trying to smoke me in the comments. What did we sit here and tell you? I told you we're going to fucking smoke you. Didn't I tell you we're going to fucking smoke you? And what happened today? You got fucking smoked. You know what? You're so lucky that little Williams kid career didn't get ended. I'm not about taking children's careers away, but you know you're so lucky, bro. Yeah, because we could have done that. You know, this is it. This is Manchester. Yeah, let me tell you, in the words of Patrice, I love this fucking game, bro. And let me tell you why. Yeah, you see. After that game we played last week, yeah, where we came out and we're like, listen, we just got to make sure we don't lose this game because we're in a very solid position. I know everyone who was talking Ferdinand and Gary and even all of us, even me, when I came out, I said, nah, we should have won that game. And Ole took some takeaways. All he done was like, you know what? Actually, we shouldn't have sat back. We should have gone for it. And you know what we saw today, boys? We went for it. That's what happened. We went for it. That was a proud performance. You know, as soon as that final 30 seconds in the first half, yeah, where Pogba had a chance, yeah, at that moment, I realized this is beautiful. What we are watching now is the United. This is United. This is United. None of that Jose football. None of that Louis van Gaal football. Yeah, none of that David Moyes football. Yeah, no, none of your... Listen, I heard someone say to me that Man United are on a purple patch. And the people who are watching the stream, you know that was said to us. Man United are on a purple patch. Man like me and KJ said to him, "How long is a purple patch, bro? Let me tell you how long your purple patch is." That got ended today. And best believe Tottenham and Jose are going to get another nail and end you again. Believe me.
I hear you, bro. We've got chats to do here. First one from Zane says, real test next week. Aubameyang will be back.
Arsenal are back. Arsenal are back.
Odegaard is there. Another super chat here. I missed one. This is from Baz. It says, this is what happens when you come to Old Trafford and go toe-to-toe with United. 110%. I look at this super chat here. Absolutely gassed at this. Thank you very much, Red United. He says, I don't even care. That's 99 is a rating for 9 of our players. I actually feel joy inside of me. I'm not too gassed, but I'm effing happy. Also, that should have been 4-2 if Cavani's goal had gone in. And you know
what a header.
That at the end, and that's the thing, right? I saw people all day celebrating Bruno weren't playing. Oh, I want him to get a rest. No, you've got an agenda against him for some weird reason. Bruno Fernandes has been one of the best. I already put him into the top 5 signings in Premier League era of this football club. What he has delivered to us has been absolutely astounding. But it wasn't just him today. It was everybody. And it was a coming of age. I felt like today was a coming of age of Manchester United Football Club under Ole in this new era. And we've got a long way to go. And I'm not saying, I did say earlier we're going to win the league.
We are. No, Terry, we are.
We can. Guys, I've got to add this guy to the stream now. We've got Igal and Lincoln waiting, but I've got to add this guy first because me and Neeks on this, like he's my brother. I love this guy. We've been watching Man United get destroyed for 5 years together on social media. And today feels like a turning point. Neeks is here. What you saying, bro?
Listen, guys, I'm so happy with this team. I'm so happy with the boys. I'm so happy with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I've said before and I'll say it again. I feel every time I see a performance like this, a victory against a team, a rival, the biggest rival we have in English football, I feel vindicated for the support that I was willing to give Ole Gunnar Solskjaer from day one up to this point. It ain't even about point scoring, but I just feel vindicated. And I feel happy with myself that I was happy that I was willing to do that. Today, the result is brilliant. But as Alfie said, the performance for me was even better because with all our great form under Solskjaer and the great performances in the last 12 months, the question is, can we go toe-to-toe with the best sides? Are we going to play the big sides and sit back? Or are we going to say, you know what, this is our time now. We're going to play you at our game. And going to Anfield is one thing. You might sit back, you might hit on the counter-attack. But when you come to Old Trafford, we do not sit back at Old Trafford. And I think, as Alfie said, maybe that Anfield game was an awakening for Solskjaer to say, these boys might be ready. We might actually be there quicker than he believed. And he said, we're coming to Old Trafford, even if we end up going out because we lose 3-2 or it's 3-3 we go on penalties. We're not sitting back at Old Trafford. That's not Man United. We're top of the league for a reason. We're not playing the small team. We're not being the small team at Old Trafford to Liverpool. And I think today the result vindicated the performance, and the performance vindicated the support that Solskjaer has been getting from large sections of the Man United fan base, and ultimately the faith that the players are putting Solskjaer in his hand. I
totally agree. We're going to get some rivals on in a minute. We are going to talk Liverpool as well. We're going to delve into Ollie's sort of tactics tonight. I want to talk Bruno's mentality. We're going to touch on Donny's performance as well, because I think it was a really important day for him. I thought he started slowly and improved as the game went on. He's got a long way to go in the English game, but we saw moments from him tonight. There's no doubt about it whatsoever. But Liverpool fans, we do want to hear from you. So far, not one member of the Football Terrace panel, who's a Liverpool fan, has turned up.
Terry, you want to know why? You want to know
None
why?
here. Why not?
Rattle.
This is why. Snuffed out. That's what we did today. We snuffed them out. There's no confidence left. Like I said, it's over. Their last chance at a trophy, gone. That's exactly what I wanted to see today. It's about everything today. Everybody's been talking about the performance. Everybody's been talking about the players, and I'm going to wax lyrical about it as well, because at the end of the day, we knew exactly what we had to do today. They looked at that team and they said, you know what? You had your time in the sun. You had your 2 little years. You had your 2 little years, and now it's over. It's over, fam. It's done. I hope you guys enjoyed spending all that money, bragging and all, talking about being back on the perch for 2 years. That's it. That's it. You're going to go back to the doldrums. You're going to be a top 4 side. You're barely going to be spoke about in the world. That's what's going to happen to Liverpool again, to me. It's going to be back to the days of old where we're looking at Liverpool, a nice little drought for 20 whatever years. That's how I'm looking at this right now. I'm that confident. Back to where you belong.
I need to speak to the audience here for a minute. Hit that like button. Nearly 5,000 people watching. Smash the like button right now. Liverpool fans, we're going to open up the lines for you to come on and have your say later in this stream. But hit the like button for us. Just send this past 1,000 likes. Let's get it trending right now. Steve, listen, I appreciate you caring about my health. I haven't got high blood pressure, and I'm shouting. Joy running through me is I'm not stressed. You can't have high blood pressure when you're not stressed. I'm not going to have a heart attack. I'm a very healthy man. I look after myself. I eat good. I'm happy. This is happy. If you ever spoke to anybody from Team GB Kickboxing and they heard my voice, they'd say, Terry's happy. Every World Championship, I come home, my voice like this. I cheered for every single Brit that was competing out there, and a few of my German, Yank, and Canadian friends as well. But we're going to get rivals on now. We're going to get some rivals on to speak. Some super chats first. Prem, long-time viewer of the Football Terrace, says, you're a reminder that someone actually said they'd take Ndombele over Bruno Fernandes. The state of this fan base. Come on, United. You have Capricorn here. It says, literally had tears in my eyes. This is what I'm talking about. Confidence is bleeding through this team, and we need to take full advantage of it. What a game. Couldn't agree more. We're going to add man like a gal. We're going to add man like Adam Charles. I did that the wrong way around. I need to go to Adam first on this, though. I know Adam's been waiting for this moment for 5 years as well. Adam, speak to me.
Listen, first of all, let me say, well done, Manchester United. And at this point, Manchester United, title contenders. I have to admit it. I know they were playing in the FA Cup today, but to beat a team like Liverpool, who everyone said, they were back. And now you see they're nowhere to be found. So yeah, I have to shout out Paul Pogba, played excellently today. Have to shout out Luke Shaw, who did a fantastic job today as well. Who else was there? I do think that Scott McTominay had a few hairy moments, but he did all right today as well. And Rashford, big up that man, feeding kids and hitting goals past Liverpool.
And also, don't forget sending the youths to the shop as well. Man sent Williams to the shop for
and sending them to the shop. However, let's talk about Liverpool Football Club. These people that said they were going to be back. The guys that bro, listen, Thiago, as much as I love the guy, where was he today? Liverpool are in trouble,
Hold on. Adam, real quick, yeah. And this is a very good point. I know you're just about to start blasting them for them falling off and all of that.
Yeah.
And all of us are saying the same thing, but let's be real. Today they turned up. That's what they had. They weren't poor today. We didn't play a poor team. No one can come and say,
you didn't.
Yeah. They turned up today. That's what
that doesn't stop them from being in trouble. That doesn't stop them from being in trouble because I look at them and I look at the fact that Thiago was playing as the deepest midfielder, and that's not him. That's not his role. He shouldn't be doing that. I look at Curtis Jones. Liverpool fan told me Curtis Jones is a generational talent.
Imagine.
How can they do such things? It's madness. It's actually madness. Bobby as well had a 10-15 minute spell where he did his nice little flicks and tricks. But how many loose touches? How many misplaced passes? All of that, bro. I can't lie. Liverpool, Klopp, he needs to switch it out quickly. He needs to learn his mistakes because he's not. If he doesn't pattern up quickly, Liverpool are going to be in serious.
I've got to go. Before I go, I just want to say, people, United fans, we're here still vibing, top of the league and that, beating Liverpool in the FA Cup. Beautiful. Rashford sending his young'un to the shop and that. Williams getting him some Skittles, a bit of the 99p kind of, Panda Pops and that. You know what I'm saying? Send him to the shop to get all the sweets and that. Easy, bro. People, if United fans enjoy this moment, I've got to go. Everyone else, if you're a Liverpool fan.
KJ, one
Can I
sec.
say something?
Tell everybody what's happening 12 o'clock tonight.
Oh, hey, listen, 12 o'clock, midnight vibes. We gonna be out here enjoying ourselves, eating good, you know what I'm saying? Having champagne and that, you know what I'm saying? Having a bit prime chicken, bro, you know what I'm saying? Seasoning.
Come on, G. Come on.
Seasoning, fried.
Let's
You know what
go.
I'm saying? Everything on there, fam. None of this bangers and mash thing. None of this German beer thing. We don't want none of that today. We want that Norwegian sausage fat. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're dealing with today, bro. Let's go,
Yeah,
fam.
let's get it.
Let's
Take care,
see,
my
man.
brother. Take
Terry,
care.
let me
Man
go
like
now.
Igal.
Terry, can I just say before
Listen,
Igal
no,
comes?
no,
Wait. Before
Go,
Igal
go.
comes, I have to say, because listen, we know tunnel vision Rashford has to get brought up today because this man tunnel vision Rashford. But
Listen, I'm not here to throw salt. I'm not
After
here to.
Igal speaks, that's literally the next subject.
cool.
I'm not here,
We're chatting
Terry.
about that. Say your thing.
Terry,
Say your
I'm
thing
not
there.
here to throw salt. I'm not here to throw salt at Manchester United. I'm not here to throw salt at anything you guys done. You guys are great. You guys have been on great form. This makes me have hope as a football fan. I love this as a football fan because it shows me that any team can come back and do great things. You guys were people were saying you guys were dead. I remember in the summertime, you guys were down just as much as everybody else was. And you know what? I love this game and I love to see stuff like this. As a rival, sometimes I can put it to the side and enjoy this. But let me talk about the other guys. You guys are back in the basement, back to irrelevance. Liverpool Football Club, keep talking shit because you know what? I don't want to hear about Liverpool Football Club every single time you guys talking about you guys are going to win the league by 90 points again, doing this. Back to irrelevance. Go back to Merseyside. Keep talking shit. And you know what? Guess what? I don't give a shit what you guys have to say about Arsenal because I'm talking about football. As football, you guys, every single time you guys win a game, you guys are not you guys are unhumble, unforgiving, always trying to be ruthless. You guys won one Premier League. Chat to me when you win more Premier Leagues. I don't give a shit about the Champions League right now. I'm talking about the Premier League. For the Premier League, I said at the beginning of the year, for 30 years, you guys were irrelevant. And you know what? You guys came at me. You came at everybody else. I never hide. Win, lose, draw. I'm always here. Where the hell are you, O'Shea? Where the hell are you, Stroll? Where the hell are you, Ram? Where the hell where are you guys? Come out and play.
I don't know where they all are. I
Man, called everybody outside.
I have no idea. We've got a comment here that says, can we not forget about Mason Greenwood? We will not be forgetting about Mason Greenwood tonight. That won't be happening. Jesse here, our number one. Jesse, oh my God. Here it is. Jesse's our number one super chatter for the month of January so far. Red United might have just gone past you when I do the numbers, but he says, join the Church of Vibes at midnight. Absolutely do that. But we are going to talk Marcus Rashford. And I'm going to slow my voice down to talk about this guy because for years, I have been ripped to shreds for saying this kid is tier 1 talent. And for years, I've seen people talk about no brain, no intelligence, never makes the right decision. And what people tend to do is they will focus on one particular moment in the game where he makes a mistake, where he doesn't play the right pass or he shoots where he should pass, etc. And that's it. That is the definition, and that defines his game. Tonight, we've seen it many, many times, but tonight, if you're watching this and anybody ever says to you, show me when Rashford really turned up, tonight, his hold-up play, when to dribble, when to pass, when to suck men in and play in the overlap, nutmegging Thiago Alcantara, setting up Mason Greenwood's finish, world-class. Rashford's intelligence to not dribble, to hold the ball, to spot the run, and to play that Beckham-esque, Rooney-esque, Scholes-esque pass. It reminded me of Rooney's pass in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup, or the League Cup as it was known back then, where Rooney played it over the top and we ended up scoring the opening goal in that game against City. That pass from Rashford was amazing. I knew today we'd break their line. He didn't get his runs right at Anfield. He got them perfect today. He got the goal. He was instrumental in everything we did today, and it isn't the first time Rashford's turned up in a big game, in a clutch game, in a pivotal moment for the football club. I want to pose this out to the board right now. Has Marcus Rashford, and anyone who wants to go first, let me know, has Marcus Rashford arrived now? Is he dining at that world-class elite level?
Listen,
Can I just go first before the because I actually want to get Manchester United fans' opinion on it as well. Terry, I hear what you're saying. I do think Rashford played very well today, but I wanted more. Like there were times where he was 1-on-1 versus Reece Williams or Nat Phillips, that one of them youths there, I don't care. But I felt like he could have gone one-on-one and taken him on. And I watched the game without crowd noise, and I heard the bench like going at him saying, Rashford, beat him, one-on-one, skin him. And I felt like he had that in him today, but he didn't do it. And I felt there were a couple missed opportunities. So there is room for Rashford to grow. But I have to say, I do think he played very, very well today. But I also want to know, do you lot think that Rashford is world class
go after
or
Alfie.
can be world class?
I'm gonna go after Alfie.
Yeah, I want to go.
I'll go after you, man.
I want to go first. Look, we need to stop this. Genuinely, just stop paying attention to whatever is being said about Rashford, because I agree with what Adam just said. Yeah, we need a little bit more. Man is still growing into the game. But you know what you saw today was him being played in his actual position. Number one, very few times he's been played there consistently throughout a whole game this season. So the fact that you saw him starting there and playing there the whole game today and what he did shows that actually, you know what? He needed a run of games in that position for him to solidify that one-on-one running against you, beating you, and then scoring. Today was him coming back to that position. He is look, even when he's off form, he has performed. Yeah, so we need to stop paying attention to this Rashford trash and all of this. No, never. I've never turned around and said Rashford. Yeah, sometimes he's had an off game. Which player hasn't had an off game? Do you know what I mean? But really, it's not even about him coming of age. He's going to consistently get better and better. And the only trouble is we've got a player like Rashford and Martial who play in the exact same position, but we have to play both players. And for the fact that Ole is being able to play them both and keep up this run and kind of like not playing to both of their strengths. Yeah, something like switching them halfway through the first half and then halfway through the second half, you take the left. This is a dire situation that we have on the right. Best believe if we had a right winger today, forget smoking Liverpool, we would have ended them. Absolutely ended them. If we had a right winger, we would have. How did you put? Does Paul Pogba play right wing? Does Paul Pogba play right wing?
On Marcus Rashford, I want to go to bits and bobs on this. This kid, he's 23 years old. He's maligned. He's ripped apart. He's delivering this. This season alone, right? This season alone, it's 15 goals and 10 assists in 30 games. It's 25 goal contributions in 30 games. Why is he so disrespected?
Because he's Marcus Rashford and he plays for Man United. Listen, that's all it is. The funny thing, right? We like to obviously elevate our own. Unfortunately, the media, rival fan base don't like it. When it's Man United, what's the words? Hated, adored, but never ignored. Simple. Listen, if Marcus Rashford was Brazilian, they'd be sucking his cock. Let's be honest. The media would be all over it. Because it's Marcus Rashford, he doesn't just score goals, he feeds the kids, he trumps the fucking government. Listen, whichever one, pick your poison. He does anything you want. He's not even 25, by the way. He's still a young kid. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you? He's not even a full-grown adult man. But for me, yeah, is he world class? He needs to be consistent more. But however, I'd rather him being in our team than someone else's. See what he done today? Just showed you. Man can go, he can go handbrake down. All right, let me turn up the levels a little bit. Simple as that. But what people need to do now is, if you ain't got nothing good to say on Rashford, shut your mouth. Just let the man play and enjoy. Right now, yeah, my guy is banging in goals, okay? He dealt with Liverpool's right back. He dealt with Liverpool's back four. Shut your mouth. Put the seatbelt on, fucking go sip some tea and enjoy yourself. That's what I'm going to say.
Honestly,
110%. Go on, Cam.
Honestly, so I remember a foggy night in Michelin when our striker goes down, Mr. Rooney, and Louis van Gaal looks to the bench and calls on James Wilson. He goes down 10 minutes later. And then our high top youth who nobody's ever heard of, rocking the number 39, comes on and puts two past him. And then we get to watch it a few weeks later against Arsenal. And ever since that point, we have seen nothing but an upward. Few days. I'm sorry, I forgot a few days. It was years ago, so I don't remember the exact timeline, but I remember the game. And I just remember this upward trajectory of watching this kid from then on, from the battling with Martial on the left-hand side, from all the critics, people saying Ian Nacho's better, people comparing him to Mbappe, constantly being like, he's not as good. What we are seeing, we're seeing the development of a world-class world-class player. I'm saying he's just about sitting at that table now. It's by the time Marcus Rashford is 25, he will be the world's greatest player, I believe. That's how I'm looking. If you look at this, because Messi and Ronaldo aren't going to be there anymore. Unless they're still there. I don't consider them. They don't count. As long as they're playing, they're the best. But I believe that in 2 years' time, Marcus Rashford will be able to say is probably the best player on the planet.
Yo, cuz, are you sure, bro?
Bro, in 2 years, look at his ascension right now. I'm just saying facts. Like, look at his ascension. He's got 25 years. In 2 years, he'll be a 25-year-old man. He will have probably led us to a Premier League title. Hopefully something nice in the Champions League.
Or a couple.
Or a couple. Marcus Rashford, he will at least be the best inside forward.
You know, I'm listen, best in the world. That's a massive claim in the stretch. I'm happy for him to be just considered a very good football player. 34 goal contributions last season, already on 25, and we are pretty much at the midway point. And look, is he going to end the season with 50 goal contributions?
Yep.
I don't know. He could do.
Yeah.
Some of those, and it's just brilliant. And seeing what he did tonight, it just hushed the gums of so many haters. It really, really did. I want to talk Liverpool. I want to talk Bruno Fernandes a bit later. I want to talk Liverpool. I need to go to the bathroom, though, like really bad. So I'm putting man like Zayn on the screen. Adam, because you have like member access on, can you move people around? Can you see if you can?
I logged in as the fifth official, so I don't have it.
Cool. So I'm going to put you guys in this view for now, so Zayn can speak. I'm going to the bathroom. Zayn, chat to me about your football club, bruv, about Liverpool. What's going on? And how you played, and I want your reaction to Man United slapping you, bruv.
All right. Okay. Well, first of all, I have to give credit where it's due. It was a great game for the neutrals as well as everyone I was watching. And from my point of view, you know, Man United play well and they deserve the chances. I've said before the game.
Bro, can you put some bass in your voice? I can't hear you up here, bro. Sorry,
No. Hold on. Let me speak. Right. Anyway. It's my turn. Right. Before I carry on, no. All those fools in the chat trying to say, am I hiding? I ain't hiding nowhere, bro. Trust me. My man, come on here. Man got the link late, boy. So I would have been here from day one, right? So anyway, right. So you lot in the chat, move, man. Big man thing. I'll come here and I'll basically back the thing still and say on the day, Man United were the better team. They're the better team in the league because the league table don't lie. And the form is like that. And we're like this. Only good thing about today is, boy, we scored some goals. Salah at least banged some goals away. Do you get me, right? But hold on. Going back to the game, right? Right. So I'm not deflecting. The best team won, and you deservedly won the game. And Bruno, I'll be honest, right? When that free kick happened, I just walked out the room. I knew what was going to happen, bro. I just thought, nah, bun this. I'm not going to watch that goal. I don't want that in my head, bro. So
I thought Alisson's the best in the world. Ain't Alisson the best keeper in the world?
How did he get with the good head?
How did he get beat?
Right. So you know, I've given you guys the respect you deserve because you clearly were the better team overall. You took your chances and put them away, right? Now, from my point of view, anyone out there can see why Henderson plays in defense because Reece Williams. I'm sorry, brother, you're not ready, bruv. Right? And FSG. Shame on you, bruv. You got bare money from Champions League, bare money from winning the Premier League, and you couldn't even get a lone central defender in, bruv. You couldn't even get a defender in. You knew about this problem for time, and you are just making me get bantered up like a motherfucker in this fucking tunnel, bruv. You get me, man? And it's peak right now. It is peak as a Liverpool fan because we all know this was going to happen from time. And you know what? It's cool, but I'm here. I'm still here, right? And like I said, I have to give credit. I have to say Luke Shaw played really well. I've been giving him a lot of shit, and I have to say, Trent, brother, you've done so amazing well for 2 years. You know, you're Liverpool through and through, but you need to be taken out the limelight, bruv. You're not on it, bruv. You're just not there. I don't keep cussing you. I don't want to keep calling you Dead Boy FC anymore, bruv. Just take a break and just let someone else play there because I'm sorry, you're not. Can
I say?
Yeah, go on, Nick. I want to speak Liverpool for a bit. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, listen. As I said before, my brother's a Liverpool fan. He was here today, actually. And
that was nice. That was nice, really.
No, he was here before we kicked off. So I had to give him it all because I haven't seen him since probably around Christmas time, and he was talking smack. And obviously, everything's gone to pot for Liverpool since then. So I was like, oh, listen, I ain't seen you since then. Listen, there's no confidence. As you said, bits and bobs. There's no bass in their voice. They're like, we're gonna win. You don't believe it. You don't believe Liverpool are done. They are.
Have I not been saying that for the past five games that we're dead?
No, listen, this is what I'm saying. So you can talk about FSG this, FSG that. FSG run your football club. So as far as I'm concerned, everyone is a part of it. I'm not saying Klopp is at fault, Trent is at fault, Firmino's at fault. Liverpool as a club are done. When you are playing Fabinho and Henderson at centre-back. Listen, when we got a centre-back crisis, we're calling on Bailly and Tuanzebe and God forbid Phil Jones or Marcus Rojo. You lot are playing Nat Phillips, Reece Williams, and bloody Jordan Henderson to cover for
Imagine.
the Lovren, who you didn't want in the first place. Liverpool had 3 years of intense Klopp football, and they are done. Klopp will be successful wherever he goes, but as far as Liverpool are concerned, I hope you enjoyed your last 2 years because it's not like that anymore. It's not like
you
that.
really believe? Do you lot actually believe that Liverpool are finished?
Done.
Yes.
Done. Absolutely
Yeah.
done. Let me
Yeah, man.
I think that's a bold statement.
Listen.
bro.
No, hold on. Oh, Zayn. Let me explain to you. Yeah,
All right, can you give me 2 minutes, bruv? I'm getting old, bruv. Do you know what I mean? I got much time left, bruv. Get
Listen,
me.
he just smoked you. You better listen to this shit. Otherwise, don't be here, bro.
No,
Don't
what
come
do
here
you
with
mean?
that 2-minute talk, bruv. Yeah, listen. Let me tell you, bruv. Yeah, let me tell you why you're done. Remember when I was giving that classy talk a couple of days ago, saying there's a term called revert back to type. You know what your type is, bruv? Yeah, that dead thing, 5th place football, 4th place. You man are top 4 merchants, bruv. Don't come here and think, bruv.
That's what you've been doing for the past couple of years, bruv. What are you talking about?
You've been shut the fuck up,
history.
man.
I ain't shutting up. No, bruv. I ain't gonna talk. No, bruv. About you know, mediocre, bro. What you been done? What's all he done? What's he won? Shut up. Well, you can't say nothing.
Where's the floor right now?
That's how I
Hang on. I'm taking back control here. Hang on a minute. Zayn, a minute ago, you're telling us you're dead. Alfie tells you you're dead and you start defending your club. Are you, like, pick a side here?
No. Hold on.
Bro,
I'm not gonna. Look, we're dead, right? We're dead. But there's a point, right? You just keep on it down.
Zayn, shut up. If you're dead, then why are you getting triggered by what Alfie said? You're either dead or you're not dead. Which is it, brother? Are you dead or alive? Where are you?
Do you know what? We're dead, but I'm not having next rival kicking us down. We can do it to ourselves. We can touch ourselves. But I'm not like that. I'm not like Alfie. You don't do that too much, bro.
Guys,
I'm not gonna lie that, bro.
people now. Listen, Zayn, thank you very much for coming on, mate, and having your say. Really appreciate it, my brother. We're gonna get some. We've got so many people that want to come on and speak. Thank you. Let's start taking some calls now. First up is going to be Mohammed Amar, Liverpool fan. Mohammed, welcome back to the football terrace. What do you want to say, bro?
I just want to say fair play to United, though. But no salt. I think we were the better team. You only won that game because of our defensive errors. And also, I want to say, people writing off Liverpool saying we're not going to win the title for the next 20 years. Yeah, we might not win it this year, but you shouldn't write us off for the next couple of seasons, though.
Why?
Because I know we probably won't buy anyone in January, but it looks like we'll probably invest in the summer and go again is what's going to happen.
Where's the evidence?
That's going to happen?
Mm-hmm.
Say it with your chest, bro. You're stumbling. Come on, man. Stop crumbling, bro.
I'm just saying that it's going to happen in the summer because Liverpool tend to wait on certain targets.
Little bro, I just want to say to you, yeah, no, much love and respect, yeah, but the point is, if you look at Klopp's history, Klopp can't be doing this over and over. You've been as a formation, as a gameplay, you've been figured out by the bottom half of the teams. You're getting taken out already. That's going to continue. That's going to continue. Honestly, it's going to continue. You have to listen. This is the reason why the top managers can do it even after they fail. Yeah, Klopp hasn't proven that he can do it after he fails. Pep has.
Exactly.
Pep lost it, and now he's literally one game in hand to be top of the league. Yeah. So, Pep has. Yeah. This is the reason why Sir Alex was so amazing at what he done, because every time someone came with a new style of play, every single time a team came and figured us out, he switched it up, but kept it the United way. But he switched it up. He switched up the style of play ever so slightly to make sure that we can keep changing with the times. The proof, you have to show us that Klopp has it in him, to be able, to overcome this, to overcome that. You've been figured out. Klopp sounds a bit like Bielsa to me. Bielsa said, "No, we're not gonna. I refuse to change. I refuse to change my style of play." Yeah, and that's what Klopp. Unless Klopp does that, yeah, which I don't think he's gonna, and his track record and history shows.
Yeah.
This guy got relegated, bro. Let's be. Are we gonna forget that?
I hear what you're saying.
Jerry, can I just say something before we move?
Yeah, go.
Greatest team in the Premier League, they said.
Allow it. Allow it.
What I will say is, without putting salt on it, you can't be the greatest team in the Premier League and go from what you did last year to where they are now. Like, the greatest teams defend their titles and whatnot. Based on what Mohammed, we're going to go to more calls in a minute. Mohammed said that we only won because of their defensive mistakes. I mean, Adam, I saw your response to that. You speak as a...
He's lying. He's lying. Even in the first half, Manchester United finished stronger. Liverpool had maybe a 10, 15-minute spell where they were on top, and Manchester United came back after that, wave after wave attack. Let me say this as well. Ole got it tactically spot on today. Leaving Rashford high up on the left wing and Mason Greenwood high up on the right wing meant that the counter-attack was always on. And I can't lie to you. To say that Liverpool dominated and they were unlucky to lose, it's a lie, bro. It's a lie. Don't get Liverpool fans on here saying that, because we don't like liars on the phone.
I agree. For me, Liverpool were good today. I'm not even playing them down. I've seen them attacking in months. They were up for it. But if I was a Liverpool fan, do you know what would really annoy me? Where was this intensity? Where was this press? Where was this attacking flair? Where was this effort in all those draws against the bottom six this season? That's the one little indicator to me.
Terry, it's the same thing you spoke about them turning up against the big sides,
yeah, but
not against the rest.
Like they're reverting to the Liverpool that never won major titles in the era, where this reminded me of a Fergie era tie against Liverpool, if that makes sense. Maybe that's why I was so emotional, because it brought back a lot of memories where like Liverpool and United go toe to toe, and I'm thinking, where was this Liverpool? Where was this? I mean, Salah did well today. Firmino, where's this Firmino been for 12 months, bruv? Liverpool fans should be challenging that element rather than throwing salt. Next on the show, we've got Monsieur Ahmed, Liverpool fan. Monsieur, what do you want to say, bro?
Hi guys. Yeah, I mean, if I look at our performance, I mean, it's an improved performance compared to the last 5 games that we played. It showed a high intensity. There is still mistakes and a lot of rooms for improvements. I mean, and on that right-hand side, Rashford had all the space and freedom to just attack. I mean, that's credit to him because he creates that space. But as from our point of view, we need to look at that and think, you know what, we need to close him down, be more tight on him. This is where I think. I said Bruno Fernandes, is he a flat track bully? He kind of proved it today that no, you know what, he has turned up in the big game, scored a free kick. As soon as that free kick happened, I knew it was going to be a goal. But we just got to look at ourselves as a stepping stone. Listen, take that game as a stepping stone, start improving games. I just want to just add a little salt to the United fans. So is your progression and success is happening because the fans are not there in the stadium? That's what I want to say.
Let me say.
So basically, what I'm trying to say is ever since the fans were not in the stadium, United's progression and success.
I got your question.
What, do the fans play football though? Do they kick the ball into the goal?
They create pressure and stress to the players.
It's impossible to say because I mean our unbeaten run started. Obviously, it was shorter, but it started since Bruno arrived. So it was about a month and a half of Bruno Fernandes coming from the beginning of February to the lockdown. Then no fans. So it's impossible to say whether or not if fans were there, would our results be different. What I would say is that everyone's playing on the same conditions. So it's not like Man United are playing with no fans and everyone is playing with fans. And for me, there's no evidence to suggest that it was the fans why we were losing games before Bruno.
Yeah,
once again, it's a change that's happened for everyone, but we are just playing better regardless, despite there being fans or no fans in the ground.
I understand that, Neeks. But you know, there's some teams, like for example, Liverpool is a class example. The fans have a huge impact into the way we play, and you could see also. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm not talking solo. I'm just putting a point out there. But when United fans were there, every time you had lost the ball or not playing that great, you could hear the fans groan in the stadium, and that would put pressures on the players.
Well,
No,
you know what I would say.
Go on.
Arsenal suffer from something similar. The crowd haven't been very supportive, you might say, in that ground. But there's no fans, and their form's still bad. So I don't know.
Oh,
What are we looking at, Adam? So I just don't know if the fans can be as an excuse or a reason for it. Everyone's playing, and Aston Villa may not have stayed up if there was fans in the ground or not. Like, you don't know. You can only do it. It's a wide question.
But Alfie, and then I'll go. Go on, Alf.
Yeah, I think one quick point to make that, Monzo, that's a fantastic point, yeah? And there is evidence to suggest that maybe the home games are not going the way they ought to because the home fans, the 12th man isn't there. But actually, the flip side to that is, what that means is whoever has the better football wins. None of this 12 man, you ain't got the advantage. There's no home advantage. Home and away time should be the same apart from the dimensions of the pitch now. That's all it is.
Exactly.
This is our home dimension, so we know how to play. So really what you've done there, you've highlighted that the only difference now is who is the better team, who is playing the better football, whose players' mentality and manager mentality is going to get us over the line. That's the only strength.
Yeah, no, I agree. And listen, I know that listen, great channel, great platform, the Anfield Wrap. I saw their interview the other day where they basically said if the Anfield crowd was there, they would encourage Liverpool to attack like they did today. As an example, they would make Liverpool attack more, and equally, Man United wouldn't be able to be negative because the fans would keep Ole honest. For me, that's just communist Merseyside talking. That is just this paint. What I mean by that is I'm not talking actual political. It's like painting this weird utopia that there hasn't been a downturn for the last 12 months. I did these stats earlier today. Everyone gets annoyed that I go from the 1st of Feb. So I'm going to talk about the last calendar year. In the last calendar year, Liverpool have lost more than half of their haven't won more than half of their domestic games. And that goes across 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to get these numbers right. That's 42 games. So 42 games played domestically by Liverpool in a calendar year from today, backwards 12 months, what a calendar year is, and they've lost 52% of them. Now, fans this season, they're on 49% as well. So the calendar year and this season match, and there were supporters in the grounds from this period of January right through until the middle of March. Nothing has changed. And I get that all these nuances. Liverpool Football Club have been on a downward trajectory for over 12 months. The problem is with Liverpool fans, and I'm not putting you in this category, Monsieur, you've all been burying your head in the sand for months and months and months. And now you are scrambling around looking for the excuses. What can we blame? Who can we blame? Who can we scapegoat? The referees, Man United pay VAR, rare tear. And I haven't even gone on Twitter. And I'm sure there's a conspiracy that Cavani dived for the free kick. Bruno moved it forward 2 or 3 inches. Harry Maguire shouldn't be here. He should be in jail in Greece. There'll be some kind of excuse that you all put forward for losing today. And the real reason you lost is because in the last 12 months, Manchester United Football Club have become a better football team than you. That is the cold, hard fact, cold light of day. But in the last 12 months, we have factually, and now in terms of playing you on the pitch, become better than you. We've won more games, we've lost less games, we've scored more goals, we're in front of you in the league, and now we just knocked you out the FA Cup. That is conclusive, factual evidence that Man United have caught you up. And that's it. It's as simple and as straightforward as that. Also, I respect you a lot, brother. You're a massive contributor towards the Football Terrace. We'll speak to you again soon. We're going to go to some more calls. Next up, we've got man like Aaron. Aaron, what you saying, bro?
Hey, we want some Bruno! Hey, we want some Bruno! Hey, listen, guys, I am absolutely gassed with that one, my friends. Let's turn over to a wildlife documentary, shall we? Spying in the Wilderness. And here we see the inferior, invisible Firmino. He likes to camouflage into the. He likes to camouflage into the pitch. He likes to camouflage onto the pitch. He likes to blame everybody else. And he likes to be inferior 24/7. It's brilliant. He's better than David Attenborough. Oh, I am gassed with that one. I am overly gassed. Marcus Rashford, take a bow, sunshine. Mason Greenwood, take your star at the top of the brass ring. And Man United, brilliant. Liverpool, FSG, where's your money? Where's your dollars, man? Oh, I'm overly gassed with that. I am gassed. Terry, you said I look like Sam Smith, right? I tell you what, FSG, money on my mind. Money on my mind. I am gassed. I am gassed with that one.
Just for like full disclosure, this guy supports Doncaster. He's not a Man United fan. He's not a fan. I want to ask you a question. Aaron. These Liverpool fans blaming no crowds, were Man United just simply the better team in your opinion?
Oh, 100% the better team. Listen, Liverpool fans blaming the crowd, blaming VAR, blaming the dive, blaming the pitch, blaming the stands not being positioned right in the stadium capacity. Liverpool probably blaming the referees for not adjusting the screens on the touchline correctly. They will find whatever excuse they can. It's like someone who's been convicted of a crime and is trying to find a way out of it. No, it's this person's fault and this thing's fault. They're finding so many excuses. It's like a game of Cluedo. It was Professor Referee on the pitch with the LED screen, with a VAR screen on the middle. It's hilarious to watch. And you know what? There's respectful Liverpool fans out there that said, you know what? It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be an absolutely close game. It's going to be a rough and tough competition. But to all the cocky ones out there that said you're going to walk this, shut your fat lips.
Aaron, absolute legend, great call. Thank you for coming on, my bro. That's just like a madness. That's a rival. It's like he's had that on his chest for many.
He's been wanting that.
Yeah, it shows that people have been getting under this.
This one's been therapeutic, man. This one has been therapeutic for some people. I love it.
Yeah, 110%. Yeah. We're going to do a few more calls, and then we're going to chat Bruno Fernandes. Pav's with us. Pav's a Man United fan. What do you want to say, mate?
Oh, mate, what a penalty by Fernandes, man. Like, what a penalty that was. You know what I mean? Like what's up with these Liverpool fans? Where are they tonight? Like, they all come on here giving it the big one, but no one ever turns up when they lose. What's wrong with these Liverpool fans? It's like they're a bunch of like drug addicts. As soon as you take away the drugs, they don't know what to do with themselves. They're pacing up and down. They don't know what they're talking about. Zane's like fucking, he's lost the plot, man. Like man's moving like Citizen Khan at the minute, bruv. Like, I don't know what's going on with that guy, bruv. Like Jesus, like where's his boy Thiago at, man? The only thing that guy was catching today, bruv, was that wind on his bald head, bruv. Like literally, even the BBC was giving this guy banter, bruv. Man was like photoshopping his end onto some random body and whatnot. Like Jesus, this club's finished, bruv. I can't believe it, man. Like where they were to where they are now, it's like the biggest decline I've ever seen in a football team. Like these men are finished. I said a couple of weeks ago, do what you do best. Sell some of your big stars and reinvest, because it's the only investment you ever get. Mm-hmm. Like you guys are finished. Mm-hmm. You got no centre backs. Your attack is dead. Your midfield is dead. You thought you was getting a second coming when Thiago come. Like literally, that midfield looks even worse. Like, I'm gassed. Like we were talking about winning the Premier League. We're on for a double right now. I'm telling you, we could be on for a treble, mate, in that Europa League as well.
I like that's what I thought about this morning.
Trophies, not one. Three fucking trophies, bro.
Let's go.
It's coming.
Go. Keep bringing it. Honestly, that's exactly what I was thinking this morning, bro. Yes.
Great call, bro. Thank you for coming on. I'm loving this happiness I'm seeing from Man United fans here. I really, really am. Do me a favor, everyone tuning in, keep smashing that like button. Check out the Manscaped website, our title sponsors.
Terry, really quickly, I just want to say one word to Zane. That Thiago, yeah? When you watch when Thiago comes, do you remember when you said that, Zane? You said it like that.
Oh,
yeah, I got one word for Manchester United fans, right? Thiago. Where's my man now, bro? Where is he? I wish you kept him on, bro. I want to smoke.
I know what he's doing. I know he's watching Cobra Kai. That's what he's going to watch. Cobra Kai, bro. He's going to finish the box set. Listen, I want to do more calls, but I do need to speak Bruno Fernandes because, listen, I saw people talking about, like, I will mention names because it's what we do here. Aaron, a massive friend of the Football Terrace, tweeted, I'm not going to get this verbatim right, but basically said, glad to see Donny starting. I hope Ollie doesn't bottle it and bring Bruno on too soon if everything goes left. And my first thought was, bruv, the Ollie haters and Ollie outers have bemoaned Ollie not making early substitutes for 2 years. Now they're saying, please don't make an early substitute if we're losing or drawing. Ollie then brings on Bruno for Donny. Donny had an okay game, in my opinion. I'll give him a 6 out of 10. I think he did okay. He brings him on and he scores the winner. He scores against a top six side. It's a clutch moment. He's like, if you could take a shit in the mouth of a hater, that's what Bruno has done. He's opened their mouths. He squeezed out a juicy turd, and then whacked his ass on their cuff of their jumper. Right? He's done them bad, right? But I need to. He's actually. You know what? You know when you say like you shut someone up, it's beyond shutting someone up. Like they're towered between their legs. He's turned up again. He's delivered again, and this time it was Liverpool in the dying moments in an FA Cup knockout game. It's just beautiful. How good though? And I want to go to bits and bobs on this first. How good, how clutch, how amazing is Bruno Fernandes?
Listen, Bruno basically took a dump and he dumped Liverpool and Klopp out of the cup, literally. I think clutch, I think we need a better word than clutch now because I don't know what the kids on the generation are calling it, but man literally came on the park, done a few passes, key passes, come off the hour, come off the man, whatever you want, yeah? In these situations, it's called pressure. My man was ice cool with it. He is, you have to have the conversation. Is he the best player in the Premier League right now? I would say so. Come at me, at Bits and Bobs _ let's have a chat. Trust me, I'm on Twitter. I'm there. My DMs are open. This guy, in under 12 months, has transformed not just the mentality of a club, mentality of a squad, okay? To say, we are going to win. We are going to fight. And you know what? I'm going to lead the way. Man doesn't need a captain band or anything. Man wants a job as soon as he stepped on the pitch. And for me, yeah, he's in that category. People want to do stats. Let's see his stats. Because literally, what he does for our team, there has been no other player that has had that impact. That's what I'm going to say, Terry. But can I just say another thing, Terry? He was a panic buy, we were told. None of the big clubs wanted him, we were told. He's not going to do anything. Blah, blah, blah. Pogba and Bruno can't play in the same team. Shut your mouth. Look at the league. Shut your mouth. Seriously. Why? Do you know what the thing is? I've said it again. Hated, adored, never ignored. Bruno fucking Fernandes. I tell you what, that penalty from 18, 19 yards out was splendid. I tell you what, by the way, if you're the best goalkeeper, how are you not getting that? You should save that, surely. No?
Becky with the good hair.
I mean, Thiago made that was a match by Thiago. He ducked out of the way. He gave Alisson no chance.
I need to speak to guys. I need to speak to Adam here,
please.
So, do you remember 12 months ago in this room I'm in now, at my house in my studio?
Yeah,
I told you that this guy would contribute 40 plus goal contributions a season. He's on 26 so far this year in 29 games. So he's on course, if he doesn't get injured, to hit those numbers. Do you remember, like, you didn't laugh at me, you're my pal, you're my friend, you're my good friend, a very good friend. But do you remember everyone in the live chat, everyone in the room with us laughing, saying you're chatting nonsense? I believed in him then because I just saw something different. Has he how much, as an Arsenal fan watching Bruno, how much has he surpassed your expectations? And how comical do you think it is that some Man United fans would sell him tomorrow for Ndombele?
Yeah, I don't get it. Also, I didn't even know that there was a narrative to say that Bruno Fernandes is a stat padder and only a flat track bully, and only scores against the smaller teams. I didn't even know that's a thing because I just don't think it's true. I think his role's changed a little bit. I compare it to a year ago, and I look at like Bruno. He seemed to be more instrumental in your overall play. Maybe not just focusing on the final third, but impacting the overall game. I guess that's because he was playing a little bit deeper. But that change seems to have done wonders for your team. And I look at the amount of goals he's got, the amount of assists he's got, the cross that he put in for Cavani as well. And that really should have been a goal. Like, I just think his overall impact on Manchester United's team, tangible stuff and intangible stuff, is fantastic. I think it was Bits and Bobs that spoke about him being a leader. It's clear. It's very, very clear. He's absolutely right in saying he doesn't need the armband because he's raised the whole profile of that team. Harry Maguire knows that he is the captain in name only because it's Bruno Fernandes that is leading that team. And if I'm honest, I do wish that I had him in my team. The reason why I think rival fans don't like him is because sometimes it's just bare jammy. Sometimes he looks like a jammy guy. And it's jarring that you get players like Ndombele who, I don't know if you guys remember that game against Tottenham where he rolled his foot over the, was it Tottenham? Sorry, a game against Chelsea where he rolled his foot over the ball bare times. He's got all those nice little flicks and tricks. KDB's got that outside of the box foot spamming crosses. Bruno Fernandes is just like, he just does his job in it. He just gets the goals. He just gets the assist. So I think,
no frills.
But he does his job, and that's all you can ask for as a Manchester United fan. And if I were you guys, I'd be just as gassed. So do your thing. I'm jealous, and I do hope that he falls off at some point, just so I can come back and banter. Until then,
let me just say about Ndombele. Ndombele, I think, is a wonderful talent, a brilliant player. Doesn't even play in the same position as Bruno Fernandes, which is the maddest thing. And listen, this is I've seen this. I've seen so many Twitter accounts. You know, the kind of I don't know, like Ashton_United, you know, with his 37,000 followers, just all he does every day slag Man United off, and yet he's followed by loads of Man United. I find it weird. I don't really get how that works. I wish I'd have thought of that idea. I really do. Like, I credit them for being great trolls. But I just see Bruno get so much. I've never seen a player come into a football club and almost have a 100% goals to game, goal contribution to game ratio, win so many matches, have so many pivotal moments, and one or two bad performances, needs a rest, needs to be out of the team. Needs to be this kind of weird narcissism that's taken over people is a madness. But on a positive, Bruno Fernandes is just the best attacking midfield player in world football. And yeah, you're right.
Can I ask a question?
Doesn't have the best flicks and tricks. Isn't the best passer. KDB has him on that. There's no doubt about it.
Can I ask a crazy question?
Ultimate.
Can I ask a crazy question to everybody? This is a crazy one because I've been thinking about this. If United go on, win the league, win the FA Cup, and Bruno Fernandes shows out in the Euros this year, you know what I'm going to ask? Would he not be in that conversation for Ballon d'Or? If we win the league, win the FA Cup, and he goes out and shows out in the Euro Cup because he's got a great squad with Portugal, like, what else would he need to do to be in the conversation for that?
Bro, he's in the football now.
He's in it. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I wanted to ask because I've had people come at me. I've had so many people come at me. I've been saying this, and I've been saying it all like on Twitter. I've been like, "Yo, this guy's gonna end up costing us the 65 million bargain." That the whole cost of his buy was, because I remember there was all those Ballon d'Or or whatever. If Bruno Fernandes wins the league and then he wins an FA Cup and just they get to the semis in Euros, like that's what, and he's the best. Most goal contributions from midfield, most goal contributions, I think, in general. How do you not give him the award? That will be United's first since Ronaldo.
I think it depends on. Sorry.
But we got to win. We got to win the league, I think. But I
think it depends on what happens in the Champions League. But I do definitely think that he's in the conversation for Ballon d'Or now in terms of overall impact on Manchester United squad. But in terms of saying that he's on the short list to win it, if you will, I think you're probably right in saying he has to win the league or win the FA Cup.
Yeah,
have an impact at the Euro. He's definitely in the conversation.
You have to win trophies now. The one thing I'd say about Bruno, which I love, is a little bit like KDB, right? Actually, a lot like KDB. When a player, forget haters, when a player has the respect of rivals, if every ex-pro and pundit just goes, "Oh, he's a dream," that tells you something. And you know, like you get a Graham Souness that we know doesn't speak nicely about Paul Pogba, but he will talk about other players like there are other clubs outside Liverpool that are amazing, and they pick and choose. Right? Every single pundit will have a handful of players they love and a handful that they dislike. Every pundit is just like, Bruno's out of this world. And I think what they recognize in him is that character that a lot of them had in their dressing room that were not only match winners and game winners, but motivated everybody, galvanized everybody, brings them together. It's the leadership qualities of Bruno with his clutch moments, for me, that absolutely elevates him. I think he's class. Comment here about Mason Greenwood was ice cold tonight. I want to go to Neeks. You're shaking your head, Adam. We'll come to you in a bit. Yeah. But Mason Greenwood's had a really tough start to this season, you know, with what happened with England, the issues with his friend, you know, struggling like young players do at times. How happy were you with his performance tonight? And, of course, that very important equalising goal.
I think Mason Greenwood, let's say, listen, it's been half the season, so I wouldn't even say he had a tough start. He's had a bad season for things off and on the field, but overall he's had a bad season. We always knew that, especially as a young player, you're going to get a dip. Because the seasons were so close together, I think the dip was probably quicker than we expected, because it wasn't like, you know, he was performing for a year and a half and then it kind of dipped down. It's just happened in a very, very short period of time, even though we played a lot of games. I think there's two things Mason Greenwood is suffering. The lack of form is, I guess, has put pressure on him when he's on the pitch. So he feels he needs to deliver. This isn't the first game that I've seen. It also happened in the Champions League, where he's going for the shot instead of the pass. And whoever the striker who's in the box, whether it's Cavani, Rashford, Martial, whoever it is, either is frustrated that the pass doesn't come or just doesn't even expect it to come, doesn't even make the move because they think, oh, he's just going to shoot. So there's that, because he's trying too hard to impress, because he hasn't had many chances through his own form as well as other things, and he hasn't performed when he had his chances. But also the fact that he's a striker.
Yeah, but
Mason Greenwood is a striker. And one second, Alfie. Yeah. And he wants to score goals. He has a natural interest to score goals. He's only been playing as a right winger, really, since he's come into the Man United first team, which is in about 6-7 months. So he's having to learn this new position and what you have to do as a right winger in this squad or as an inside forward. But I think the goal today and then the assist as well, I think it can, and I hope it does, do him a whole lot of confidence going forward. And knowing that to have a good game, you don't have to be on the score sheet. Picking out the right pass, making the right decision can contribute to a good game and a good performance. And then you may get it back in return later. You make that pass, someone's like, I'm looking for Mason next time. Etc. You know, good game today. Overall in the end, even though he had a bit of a shaky start.
I hear that, but you know, I think if you look at it from a holistic perspective, Neeks, yeah, this is where you have to look at it, because I don't think there's any expectation of Greenwood, and there is no expectation off of Greenwood, and I'll tell you why that is. From Greenwood. Yeah, no. From like just from expectation.
I agree. I know what you're saying. No,
yeah,
I know exactly where you're going with this. Keep going. I know what you're saying here.
Yeah, like that. He's a young kid. Let me tell you why I think he performed as soon as you put him on last season, back end of last season. He had free reign. Said, okay, kid, listen, you're in the academy, yeah? Come, listen, we're short up front, yeah? Free reign, yeah? No senior contract, none of this, just straight, look, you're going to get this rough number, you come on. And he was just like, listen, bro, this is fun and games. If I could do it, I'll do it. But I'm going to, you know, he had to grow up real quick, yeah? During the summer with England, after the contract with United, after his parents come out and said, you have to protect my kid. What you're saying is, if you look at, I don't know what, Neeks, I don't know you that long, yeah? I don't know what you was like as an 18-year-old. If you asked me to grow up as an 18-year-old that fast, I will, mate, I'm not having a good start to no season. There is, from a United fan perspective, I've got no expectations, bro. As far as I'm concerned, he's already +2.
Everything he's doing for us, I believe, like we look at it as a bonus in the sense. Last year it was a necessity because we didn't have anything. We needed, like what he did is what dragged us to the Champions League. We cannot discount the fact that without Greenwood, we're not in the Champions League conversation. We're not in a lot of conversations. But I believe what we're looking at from Greenwood this year, everything is a bonus because he's in a team with a bunch of match winners. You can't look at Greenwood and be like, we need you. When you've got a Bruno, when you've got Cavani, when you've got Martial, when you've got Rashford, those are the guys you look to. They need to perform. When Greenwood shows up, it's a bonus because we know what we have in Greenwood moving forward. We expect more by next year, a few years coming, when he becomes 2021, when he's able to get his feet going and he really stops those crazy steps. Like he did 6 step overs at one point today. That's just a man looking to score. He's trying to do his best, but he's going to learn that next time, pull your head up, even if you miss the cutback, because I did see the defense where Reece Williams cut it off. Even if you miss it and he blocks it, it was the right move to do, right? And that's what Neeks is saying. He needs to start just looking to do the right thing, even if it doesn't come off, versus just don't score. But I'm saying I like his striker mentality.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm just stating a fact that he needs to learn that. Not that he's behind the curve. He's on his way to be that player. I think it's just a case of that's what he needs to develop if he's going to play on the right wing.
It's very tough.
Maybe his final position will be as a striker, but I think to develop an overall game, you need to know, of course, when to pass. But what I would say, sorry, quickly, is that I'm doing it as he has all this talent. You need to kind of refine certain elements of your game. You get people who look at Marcus Rashford and he don't make a pass, and the analysis is that he ain't got no football intelligence. There's 2 extremes to it. Greenwood has football intelligence, as does Marcus Rashford. Both of them have development to do to reach the next level.
Man like Zane here says, we should fight on the beaches. We should fight on the landing grounds. We should fight in the fields and in the streets. We should fight in the hills. We should never surrender to a PE teacher next week at the Emirates. Zane, that's actually, I think, the best super chat you've ever done. I love it. There's not too many. Well, there are things I love about Winston Churchill. Not everything, because there's some bad sides too. But it was a good speech. To be fair, that was a pretty good speech. I've got to give him that. Thank you for the super chat. We've got a Liverpool fan here that's called in. Stephen is back with us. Stephen, welcome back to the Football Terrace, mate. Another defeat for Liverpool. Another embarrassing performance, maybe. But give me your thoughts and feelings, bro. Steve?
I've never felt this low as I've never.
Your signal broke. Try calling us back. Next up, we've got a man like Steven. Steven's here. What you saying, brother?
I've got to say, Liverpool are finished. They are done. Terry, can you ask me, are you drinking red wine or the blood of Liverpool?
Well,
because they have been strained the life out of by Man United. How nice is it that Man United? I mean, I'm not like Man United because of the Fergie Wenger era, but even I'm happy for you lads. Like the amount of smoke Liverpool been giving all season. Now, where are they? Where are they? They're about as dead as Arsenal Football Club right now.
I am going to say this, and I'm going to say it. I'm going to look in the camera. Not one of the Football Terrace Liverpool fans. Callum gets panelists. Callum has his own channel. Not one of the others has turned up.
Stro has a good excuse.
Stro will. I don't know what it is. I haven't read my phone.
Stro doesn't fall into the category.
Yeah, Stro is cool. Ram. I don't want to hear you're out. Lockdown. I don't want to hear you're at party. Lockdown. I don't want to hear I got too much uni work. Nonsense. Because if you were winning, you'd all be here. You know what I'm saying? You'd all be here, bruv. You'd all be here giving it. You know what I mean? Calm down. Back mates. That's where you'd be. Listen, Steve, thanks for coming on, mate.
It's peak. Hang on. It just say it's peak when you get a Doncaster Rovers fan. Right, take the piss out of you on the Football Terrace.
Man, that is very true. Stevie Boy, thanks for coming on, bro. We'll have to speak to you again soon. Next up, we've got CFC Beast. What you saying, brother?
Number one, Trent is the most overrated right back I've ever seen in my life. Brother got spun by a guy that fed kids. Guy was feed. Marcus Rashford has had the most hate I've ever seen. And this guy, Trent Alexander-Arnold, has been the most overrated right back I've ever seen in my life. Brother scored one free kick and all of a sudden he's better than Gary Neville. I have never seen such disrespect.
Why are you doing this, bro? Why are you doing this? It's not true. It isn't true.
What do you mean?
Come on.
Adam, allow it. Adam, allow it. Come on, say your
man.
case. Come on, come on.
We're not gonna come on here and
I'll
say
be the
stuff-
judge. I'll be the judge. Come on,
No,
Adam.
bro.
Come on, Adam.
We're not
Come
gonna
on.
come on here and say stuff that's stupid. You know that's not true, man. Come on. I'll be the first in line to hate Liverpool, but Trent is not overrated. The guy is a sick right back. Sorry. Come on, man. Come on.
You don't even know what position he plays.
You confused.
Come on, man.
Adam, you confused, bro.
Come on.
I'm changing the subject. We might have time. Is it, a comment here from Simon Stone. Ollie has said that because Bruno was told yesterday he wasn't starting, he stayed behind after training for an extra 30 minutes and was practicing free kicks.
That's what Oli said after the game.
DNA. DNA. That. Do you know what? The irony about DNA, I'm changing the subject massively here. The irony about DNA is this. Some of the elements of Man United's DNA are not exclusive to Man United. Other clubs have similar things, right? But that's a Man United player. That's why our legends, externally looking in, go, he's a United player. Because he embodies what the Stars did when we were successful. That's what it means. That is literally what Beckham did. The reason Gary Neville went from being, in his own words, like an average footballer to making it is because they stayed behind every day working. Like, I love reading that. Sorry. CFCB, thanks for coming on, mate, and having your say. Really appreciate it as ever. Next up, we've got man like Gabrielle, who's a United fan. What you saying, bro?
Yo, I'm so, bro. First of all, Terry, can you hear me? Because last time my Wi-Fi was doing a madness. Can you hear me? Yeah. All right. Oh, I'm so gassed. Like, to beat the bin dippers feels so good. But first of all, like, that was such a good game. If you were a neutral, and Adam, you were a neutral, that was such a good game. Like a 3-2, like, damn, it was such a good game. But what this game proved, first of all, was that now we have the mental fortitude to come back from a losing position against a big domestic rival, which we hadn't done in a long time. And because we knew we could beat like the likes of PSG, Leipzig, but to beat a Liverpool, even if it's in the FA Cup, that'll give us the momentum and the belief that we can do more things in the league. Because now, listen, if you're a Liverpool fan right now, it's peak. Like, I've looked at their results for the past 10 games. Bro, it's not looking good. So it's massive. And if you told me before, like 2 weeks ago, that we would get a draw at Anfield and a win at Old Trafford, I'd have bitten your legs off, you know what I mean? So I'm so gassed, yeah.
Mate, I hear you on that. Listen, thanks for calling in, having your say as always. Top man. Next up, we've got Nuri, member of the channel, Spurs fan. What do you want to say, mate?
What a game. What a fucking game. I mean, literally, like the guy said, as a neutral, fucking amazing game. It literally had me out of my seat, and I'm not even a fucking Liverpool Man or Man United. Do you know what I mean? It's just like brilliant goals. Yeah, I think it's very good. And also, it kind of gives me, I'm not going to try and be too cocky, but it kind of gives me hope for coming into Thursday. Do you know what I mean? We're at home.
You better win.
You better.
Most Thursday got to do it for Man United. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, brilliant game. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Discord absolutely was buzzing today because of the game. So if you're not a member of that, definitely go and do that. And also on the last sort of note before I sort of leave you guys, TFT has literally changed my whole life. I tell you, it's just the passion you had today. That's what's been keeping us going as fans. Yeah. So all you're doing, keep doing it. You're bringing the passion back to football. I'm not missing one video. As I said, even if it's not live, I'm catching it on the highlights. Yeah, keep what you're doing, and you have literally brought hope to so many in so different situations. You know?
I appreciate that, bro.
Losing jobs, everything. Just keep doing what you're doing, and you've got a massive supporter here, and obviously all in Discords. The guys that are always the regular panels. Big respect to you guys, and yeah, just keep doing.
I appreciate that, bro. Thank you very much for saying so. Coming on, mate. Take care.
With the NHS of YouTube, fam. I can't believe it.
I like that. There is a bit of an update that's coming out. Marcus Rashford has been sent for a scan on his knee.
I saw
on his
that's
knee?
what they've said so far. It could, in fairness, anytime someone's got a knock, they have a scan.
Was it on his knee, you said?
Yeah, on his knee. Let's see what happens and see what comes out. It says here that Marcus felt his knee, so we'll do a scan. He said in his post-match conference, hopefully it won't be too bad, but I'm not a doctor, so I have to see tomorrow. I think it's more, hopefully it's precautionary. Hang on, this is what he actually said.
So can we call this a statement win for your team? And also, how's Rashford?
Marcus felt his knee, so we'll have to do a scan. Hopefully, it won't be too bad. Well, I'm not a doctor, so I'll have to see tomorrow. But
that's basically what he said. So yeah, I mean, it's not great or anything like that, but hopefully it's one of those things where he's felt his knee. They took him off as a precaution. I did see him limp at one point. Also, breaking footage of Klopp outside of Anfield. Hang on a sec. Yep, here he is. There he is. Klopp outside Anfield. I love it. I love it. I really do love it. We're going to go to some more calls in just a moment. Make sure you're smashing that like button, ladies and gentlemen. So important to the Football Terrace, especially over there on Facebook as well. Like and share on your Facebook streams. Got a big announcement coming soon as well. I can't wait for what's coming next for the Football Terrace. Next levels, brothers. Dwayne here says, big up to all of the Football Terrace, man. Them absolutely buzzing. Come on, United, shutting down the bin dippers. Dwayne Anderson there, my guy, my brother. I know this guy from old. Absolute ledge.
Can I just say?
It ain't working. So why are you giving me 20? Dwayne, you ain't working. Why are you giving me 20 quid, bro? I love it. I'll have to ping you some money later because I can't have you do that. Your wife's going to kill me, brother. But thank you. Serious. Go on, Nix.
Can I just say, yeah, I find it hilarious how, as Man United fans, I mean, regardless of whether you like the style of play aesthetically or not, when you got two players who consistently win you games in Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford, how can you not be happy with them? Like, I'm not saying they are beyond criticism, and I feel like people are trying to do one up on people. So you might get people that might overpraise Bruno in your opinion or overpraise Rashford. But as a Man United fan, if you see your own player being overpraised, why does that concern you? Why does it anger you to the point that you have to try and downplay what they're doing? We played Liverpool in the league, we drew 0-0. And Bruno Fernandes and Rashford came under so much criticism. I just had to say, guys, we wouldn't even be here in the league if it wasn't for these two players. I think we played 30 games in all competitions this year, and those two have contributed either a goal or assist to 13 match winners out of the 30 games. That is ridiculous.
Bruv, on that though, I've said it before, like, I'm not talking about any YouTube. I'm not talking about Rants or Aaron here, anyone like that. I'm talking about the general, like, sort of Twitter bots that are doing this kind of thing. How do I say this in the right way? People's narcissism is taking over. So what I saw with Bruno, because you had Pogba's haters come out and attack Pogba and use Bruno as a stick to do it with, they then went for him in turn. Some people predicted 2 years ago that Rashford would become a championship player. He hasn't. He's kicked on to the next. Rather than just say, like with me, with my Ollie out a year ago, I've just come out and been like, I was so wrong. I'm sorry. And the reason I did that is because I saw this coming and I wanted to enjoy this without any guilt. I just wanted to enjoy this and be like, this is amazing. It's people's narcissism. It generally is. And some people are hanging in there. Some people are hanging in there in the hope it goes wrong. And it's almost like, oh, I'm going to stick into this now. I'm going to double down on Ollie out, or I'm going to double down on Bruno being a flat track bully. Like Bruno went those 4 games without scoring. And I saw a few murmurings of, see, I told you this would happen. He'd level out. And then he comes on today. And listen, Cavani, I'm not having a moan at him. We won the game. Cavani should have scored that header and it would have been a goal and an assist like against Liverpool to kill a game off. Like even in the last game against, who did we play midweek? Fulham. Cavani should have scored a goal that he set him up for, another header that he should have scored from. And he hit the post and created a great save. Like he was close to getting a hat trick of goal contributions in that game. But people want to be right more than they care about their football club. And it's sad, really. I would rather if every prediction I ever make goes wrong, but it means Man United come out on top, I'm a happy man. Can
I just say, people in the comments are like, they're name dropping people. If it was 1 or 2 people who said it, I wouldn't even raise it as an issue because it's 1 or 2 people. It's not about name dropping. I see it a lot. That's the only reason I bring it up. So if you can name 1 or 2 and they're a part of the bunch, it means that it's more than just those one or two. So it's not even about name dropping one or two people. I see it a lot, and I'm like, we need to appreciate these two guys who have got us to. Because if you don't rate Ole as a a coach, a manager, then you have to put even more credit on Bruno and Rashford for dragging this team where they are without a competent manager.
What I love about tonight as well. Do you know what I love about tonight? Both Liverpool's second goal kind of came from a mistake from Cavani, but at least 4 of the goals tonight were moments of brilliance. I'm loving this now. Like this notion of a team's a crap team if you have to rely on moments of brilliance to win you games. You start breaking every match, every game of football you watch this week, barring like Chelsea versus Luton, where you got a severe superiority. Watch it. It's nearly always going to be when Tottenham and Liverpool play. I almost guarantee you, the team that walks away with the 3 points is the one who has the most moments of brilliance in the game. If Liverpool had a goalkeeper in the Premier League game a few days ago who had 2 moments of brilliance and saved 2 goals that would have stopped his team from losing. I just love this game. I really do. Jem's with us, so Jem ain't spoke yet. What you saying, Jem?
This ain't really unexpected, as you already know. I can see Alfie grinning. Neeks knows I'm about to say something as well. I said in this group that you guys would beat these guys. Didn't I not? Did I not say that you would beat these, man?
What did you say? 3-0?
And you beat them comfortably.
You said 3-1.
I said no, yeah, but I
3-0.
said you'll beat them comfortably, and that wasn't the issue because all you got to do is look at Liverpool's form. They're crap. You had to look at the defense. It was shocking in terms of who they'd played out. This Reece Williams guy, you guys ended his career in my eyes. He's dead, bruv. He's gone. But in all fairness, look, Terry's lost his voice like he's got Man United have got to a final of a blooming cup as well. Blimmin' hell, bruv. You need to sort your voice out, bruv. What's going on?
Jem, that was a final for us, man. Let him have
that's
it.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, that was a final for us, bruv.
But listen to me. You, man, I'm going to keep saying it until you do it with Ole. Especially in cup competitions. You will still have the nickname of Bottlers FC until you get past the semi-final. And I'm going to keep saying it. Yes, you beat Liverpool. Yes, you should be happy. And I actually expected you to beat Liverpool. But until you can get past the semi-final, I'm still going to hold this same judgment of you, man. Okay? That's all I'm going to say.
That's fine, isn't it? Because Man United, we pride ourselves on actually winning trophies. So I'm not going to be like, yeah, we got to the semi, great. I just see progress in it, and obviously progress. You have to keep moving forward. You have to, if you get to semis one season, then you want to go to finals, and next you want to win trophies. So I'm cool holding that title. I mean, we know Spurs have it, but if you want to pin it on us, that's cool. We just need to win in there for Man United, not to prove you wrong, just for Man United.
And listen, Jem, bro. Listen, I hear your criticism and or your thoughts, and even of me, I'm not getting above my station with Man United in real terms. In the moment, my celebration was beating Liverpool for the first time in years. It was going toe to toe with Liverpool and winning. It was winning an FA Cup. The FA Cup means a lot to me as an individual person due to my upbringing in football, what it means to me and my family, and just loads of little things that go into it. People don't know this about me. My grandfather, involved in things to do with it. Anyway, I'll go into that another day. It means a lot to me to do that. Rashford turning up and having one of his best games in a United shirt. Bruno being clutch. Pogba shutting up the haters. Like, I know I call out other YouTubers, and it's all fun and games, and I talk about what other people say that's nonsense. But with me, I try to be as consistent as possible, and I agree with those other YouTubers on things like the Pogba hate. Like, we're on the same page on that. I just fight all corners of Man United at the same time, and it was almost just a release of just emotion to get over this little hurdle. And I keep talking about these internal gateways that Manchester United need to get through, because I can see a change coming. And Bruno Fernandes' comments today or yesterday, I think he did the interview, or maybe it was in the week, but it was shown yesterday, about his happiest moment in a Man United shirt was seeing his teammates unhappy for drawing a game against Leicester. It was almost that moment, that epiphany moment where he realized the mentality is changing. There was an incident at the end of the season before last. And do you remember all the footage and the pictures of McTominay sitting in the dugout waiting for his teammates to arrive? It might have actually been the end of last season. No, it was the end of the Ollie's first half season. And a picture of McTominay sitting in the dugout looking dejected. And there's a lot of talk about it. And the kind of word was that he was upset and 3 or 4 others were, but the majority of the squad just were like, they're not that bothered. They got battered by Everton. It was just like, us, okay, we're at Man United, we'll come back again. And that's what needs to come back. Like, you need to feel sick when you lose. You need to feel sick when you draw. You need to strive to improve. And I'm just seeing it from my team. And as I say, I put my life and my soul into Manchester United. And when we have these moments, you're going to see this come out of me every now and then. And listen, you know, if we'd have beaten Burnley today in this round, you wouldn't have seen that reaction.
That's what I was thinking.
It was doing it to Liverpool. And you know, it just, everything came out on that. We're going to go to some more calls.
I just want to add something real quick to that, to that, Terry. And I think that's the difference between you and me, yeah? Is that, you know, the United fans haven't ever given up, even when we've been shit, even when we finished 6th and 5th. They haven't given up. They haven't given up wanting to be absolute top from the beginning of every season, regardless of whichever manager is here, even if it's Ole, even off the back of a season that people are calling flip-flop. So when the difference between you and me here is you're saying it was the serotonin that made you say what you said today about we're going to fucking win the league and break your voice. I've been saying since November, because this is Man United. We have to, not just we have to, we better. And not just we better, we've got the players. And this is what we want to do. I woke up today and you know what I said? I said the day that comes in the next couple of months, yeah, where Man United are 10 points clear with four games to go, I am running the streets Championes. I will run the streets saying Championes, yeah? Because at that point, I'll say we are champions. But still, right now, I'm telling you, I feel like we're gonna win it. We're gonna win it because the thing that keeps on happening now. In hindsight, yeah, where your people like your Garys and your Carragers and the people who are doing this the past season analysis, they'll say, what was it that drove Man United, or what was it that drove Liverpool to go and win the title, or whatever? You're gonna see that they're gonna come back and they're gonna say, we know it was the Bruno factor, but the winning mentality also came from the additional players such as Cavani that we brought in. Do you think anyone really wants to take an L with Cavani in the dressing room? That is disappointing. To be like, we got Cavani in the dressing room and we're taking an L. That mentality. So you can see that shift. Some people can see it earlier than others, and it is the Man United factor. And I'm happy to sit here and looking like a mug in 3 months' time when we're out of it and give me the opposition, give me the gem smoke. I'm happy. But until that happens, I'm going to sit here and say, we're going to blood clot win it, bruv. We are. Absolutely. Give it to me, bruv. Give it to me.
Hear. Keep saying it.
I hear that. Adam here with Super Chat says, getting a bit too loud for a team that have already been knocked out the Champions League and are 6 points and are 6 points clear with 20 games left. Just humble yourselves. Do you know what? Like, Alfie is very, like, listen, I know I shouted at Dan earlier that we're going to win the league. That was in the moment.
Did you?
I was having an orgasm when I said that. If I'm being honest.
I didn't even hear that. I wish I did.
Every man knows when you're having an orgasm, you say shit you don't mean, right?
Yeah.
every man knows. Like,
man got the post nut.
Did I really tell her that I wanted her to get pregnant? Oh, fuck yeah.
I love you. I didn't even say that.
Did that come out my mouth? Oh, yeah, I just wiped up.
Wait, what do you mean you're moving in together?
We've all done that, right? I love sharing a little thing like that, and you see every other guy laugh, and you're like, I'm not. You know that you get that realization. I'm not the only one. It's like comedians do that all the time, don't they? They tell a joke and everyone laughs. You're like, oh shit, I'm not the only one. But yeah, I'm taking it one step at a time. Back to that super chat there from Adam. I'm taking it one step at a time. But we're loud because of this. Like Gary Neville said it so perfectly the other day. We're just having 3 or 4 day parties. Like, I'll have a little party now, footballing wise, for another couple of days until we play Sheffield United. If we win that, I'll have another little party. We're not meant to be here. Like, beating you in the FA Cup, cool. But overall this season, you're right. 6 weeks ago, we got knocked out the Champions League. I was doing streams, not saying I want so much Ole out. It was, if you're talking to Poch, just sack Ole and move on. The board ain't backing him. It's all going wrong. Just get the best manager possible because we're never going forward. That's what I was saying based on what I could see and what I could hear. You fast forward 6 weeks and we're in this position. Of course I'm going to celebrate, bro. I feel like I got no food to feed my kids with. And then suddenly what, I found a winning lottery ticket. Like, I'm just gonna celebrate. I'm not gonna act like I earned the money like I'm Bill Gates. I'm not gonna be, oh yeah, brother, you know, I grinded it out, I made the money, I'm a hustler. I'm just gonna celebrate. I'm a lucky bastard. That's all it. Like, I'm a lucky guy. That's as simple and straightforward as that. Who we're gonna get on? Yeah, we're gonna get. I like the name of this guy. We'll see what he's got to say. Jabba the Cut is on. Jabba the Cut. What are you gonna say?
Jabba the Cut. I want to see this. Meet the Sith Lord here, Jabba. What are you saying?
Hello, can you hear me?
You're very quiet.
Sorry, just a moment. Can you hear me now?
That's better.
Yeah.
Jabba.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a Liverpool fan, so I don't feel that great. But yeah, listen, well, I was gonna talk about how shit my team was tonight and how good United were, but since I heard that news a few minutes ago, I just hope that Marcus Rashford is okay, and I wish him a speedy recovery if he is injured, because outside of football, I really like the guy. I'm Australian myself, not English, but I mean, you can see it all over Twitter, what he does. And yeah, I mean, on the football pitch too, baller. Absolutely love the guy. Maybe not as a United player, but outside of the field, definitely. In terms of tonight, yeah, I don't know where to start, to be honest, guys. The team looked, I don't want to say terrible. The game was great. I mean, I really had fun despite losing. I never liked losing to United, but overall, I thought for a neutral game was definitely really good. The goals were the majority of them were great. Didn't think that any of the players had a particularly bad game. You could say that maybe there were a few dodgy moments from both sides. But yeah, United dominated the good part of the game, and there were moments for us as well. And yeah, overall, I'm gutted to go out. But if we go on from this and the players put performances in like they at least tried tonight, can't really fault them. And yeah, I don't know where to go from here. Yeah.
Jabba, I've got a positive for you, mate. As a Liverpool fan, you scored 2 goals.
Yeah, I know, right? Great. Really good.
You scored 2 goals, bruv.
Yeah,
like,
I
you
know.
haven't scored in the last 3-4 games. Where you been? And then most other games, 2 goals.
Yeah,
bruv.
to be fair, though, we also conceded 3, and we haven't conceded in quite a while either. So
yeah,
that's true. And Jabba, that is an excellent point. You know, this is one thing I genuinely wanted to say on the stream. Yeah, that was a top level performance from Liverpool, given your resources, given your current climate. That was a proper performance, and the fact that you never made mistakes for us to score. You cut us open with that Salah goal. I'm not going to lie, that was just like a knife through and Lindelof's fault. But that you cut us open. It wasn't a mistake on our part. It's not like we could have done a couple of things better. But that's just talking about play. And we never made no mistakes, and you never made no mistakes. We scored because it was the quality of football. That was 2 top level performances. Yeah. And like, sorry to keep saying it, we came out on top. Yeah, that's the reason.
You're right.
You know what though? You're right. And I heard the commentators having a go at young Williams for the pass that beat him, and I'm like, he didn't miss a clearance. The pass was too good. James Milner didn't miss his header. The pass was too good. You know, sometimes you've got to pay homage to the quality that's in front of you. You know, Williams and Liverpool's backline, in my opinion, should have been 5-6 yards deeper. That's how they play. And tonight, we exploited those runs. And yeah, it was just too good. I said about 60 minutes in, I went and got a drink, and I came back and I was saying to people here, I was like, you know what? I so wish this wasn't Man United Liverpool, so I could actually enjoy the game. I never really enjoy those matches when I'm in them because there's too much nerves. But absolutely,
Terry, my hands are still shaking. that's how I feel.
100%, bro. And with the amount of wine I'm going to consume after this stream, I'm going to be shaking.
Terry, can I say something on the Reece thing that you just mentioned?
Yes, bro.
Yeah. Just on the Reece thing, just quickly. If this doesn't highlight the need for a centre back, then I don't know what does. I mean, we can talk about the youngsters on both sides playing for the last 1 or 2 years, and I think the majority of them are good. I mean, Greenwood looks great. Rashford looks great for United as well. McTominay, I actually rate the guy. Some people don't seem to do it. I like him. On the flip side, Liverpool's youngsters look good, the majority of them. I absolutely adore Curtis Jones ever since he came in. His attitude, the way he puts himself about on the pitch, obviously Trent. But if you then look at Reece, you can call those previously mentioned players youngsters. Reece isn't even a youngster; he's a kid. Like you can tell the way he even the way he looks in his kids.
He's got a top knot. Well, you know how young he is, the man's got a top knot.
He hasn't even grown into his like good clothes. Like every other youngster on the pitch looks like they belong into that kid. He looks like he still needs to wear boy's size. Like he's so young. Like he shouldn't be playing at this stage, and not at this moment in the career anyway. And people seem to forget last year he was in non-division football, as far as I can remember. If I might be wrong, I'm not 100% sure. He shouldn't be playing. And if I don't know if this is down to Klopp or FSG, might be down to both. He just shouldn't be playing these games. He shouldn't be even on the bench for this game. And they need to sign a centre back in if this window is still open. I don't know when it closes. And the last
in a week's time, bro. Listen, great call, Jabba. Thank you very much for coming on, mate. I really appreciate that. Thank you, everyone who's tuned in this evening. A massive shout out to each of you. Midnight tonight, the Football Terrace is live again with man like KJ. I'm back in the morning. I don't know what I'm going to talk about.
With a banging headache.
Yeah, I'm gonna go drink. I got a little bottle of champagne. I'm gonna go and drink it. Actually, I haven't had a drink since Christmas, so I'm gonna have a little drink tonight. I'm gonna watch Wonder Woman.
Ooh,
mainly because of one of my old kickboxing students.
Hopefully, it's better than Aquaman.
I know why you're watching that, mate.
It is.
No, honestly, with Wonder Woman. See, one of my old students that I used to teach kickboxing to. She is one of the Amazon women. She's like a stunt double, and she's in that. So I'm gonna go watch. That's why I'm watching it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, Terry. Holla at your boy, man.
I know a lot. I actually got a lot of friends that work in the stunt game. I'll give you an example of a guy who works in the stunt game. You all seen the Bourne Supremacy?
Yes.
No, Desh, the main fight scene in the third film, the book in the throat thing. Desh, the assassin that tries to kill Bourne.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
The guy that plays him is a guy called Joey Ansah. Good friend of mine, like grew up in the martial arts circuit with it. So I know a lot of stunt people. I know, Ridley Daisy, who played Ray, one of my best friends growing up. She was the stunt double throughout that. Up until the last film, and she had a baby, and it was actually then replaced by someone else I know called Caitlin Deshelle from the States. But yes, I know a lot of stunt people. So yeah, that's why I watch. That's the only reason I'm watching Wonder Woman, because I've got friends.
Do you know Jackie Chan's stunt double?
No.
Then what good are you to us?
Why's your laugh changed, Terry? My laugh has changed because my voice is broke. I know what's going on with it. I'm laughing. It don't sound the same. It's a madness. Listen, everyone who's tuned in today, thank you. Check out the Manscaped website. The link's in the description below. Get a 20% discount. Some of you have sent me screenshots of the items you bought. Great. Keep it at that. I don't want to see the aftermath of the items you bought. If you show me that, I'm going to expose you. Sign up to our Discord server. We're back at midnight with Midnight Vibes. Until then, take care. Goodbye. God bless. And remember, Rashford haters, where you at? You're in your mum's basement.